Rachel is beautiful, she's smart. I would never even think about choosing someone else other than Rachael for my wife.
What I love about Matthew is how sweet he is and how fun and goofy is able to lead us. He's the type of guy that you dream about meeting, but you don't really know if he exists.
She does love me regardless of my messiness. It wasn't about that. It was about her wanting to love me or wanting to take care of me.
We had less than a 4% chance of getting pregnant naturally, and that because of the time frame and my egg count, that she really recommended IVF. But then we found out that IVF is not covered by insurance at all, and it's typically about $25,000. It would mean I'd also have to have a surgery before I could even do IVF. I was in my closet and I was just crying by myself, lights out, and I was really just crying out to God, like, I've been praying, I've been diligent, like we're trying to figure out what we're supposed to do. Why is this not happening? And I was just really defeated. And then the next day, I went to work just like any other day. A friend came by and she was just like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for you. And she's like, me and my husband, we've just been praying. We know this is a tough journey and all the things you've questioned about your faith, and we want to tell you that it's gonna happen and we want to be the first step in that. And so she handed me a check, and $5,000 on it, and I was like, okay. And I just felt like finally that was my step.
Just both knew in that moment that God was just kind of giving us the go-ahead to go the IVF route.
People were leaving comments and, we're praying for you and we know this is gonna happen, and people we didn't even know that we have never met were donating $500. We had someone that we had never met in our church and they donated $4,085.
There's our little baby.
Yes, I do. Yes, I know. Yes, I know, big girl.
I know God had me, but at that time I didn't know what that meant. And if there was going to be an answer, and God doesn't promise that every person who wants a baby gets a baby. And so I just had to really be okay with the fact that my answer might be no, and that might not be my story. He could have just provided the baby, which is what I prayed for, but I really think he was working on something deeper than just, here's your baby that you asked for. It was, trust in me in all areas. Trust that I'm going to provide the money, provide the situation for you, provide the doctors. Like, this will be provided, but it's not always in the way that you might think it should happen in. can just see God's goodness through everything. There's been a lot of great times and getting through so many hard times as well. You know, having the infertility battle, going through the BRCA2 gene. But during all those things, I've never felt God's hand on me so much. You know, just knowing that this is part of your journey, and it's not just about everything always going good and everything being perfect, but it's knowing that you can go through something really hard and that God is there every step with you. It's just blessing after blessing, depending on how you choose to look at it. And I just know that through all the valleys, God's always been there. And every peak, He's there.